Let's understand some of the terms used in solving linear programming problems. First is the objective function. We have already discussed about objective function in the previous lecture. Let's understand its actual definition. The objective function is a mathematical equation that describes the production output target that corresponds to the maximization of profits with respect to production. It then uses the correlation of variables to determine the value of the final outcome. In other words, it's a formula businesses use to achieve profitability and production goals. The next term is the constraint or restrictions or conditions. The linear inequalities using constraints. We can either maximize or minimize the objective function and ultimately solve the linear programming problem. By using these constraints on objective function, we can maximize the objective function when we are selling, or we can minimize the same when we are buying. This comes as a very powerful tool. This comes very handy when we see the procurement or sales department of any industry. Now, how to solve a LPP? There are three basic steps for solving a linear programming problem. First is formulation of LPP. Second is drawing the graph including all constraints. And finally, finding the feasible region and checking for corner points. These three steps are used to solve a LPP using the graphical method. All these steps will be explained comprehensively in the coming lectures.